to another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series. You've heard me speak to Eliza Priddle before, and if you haven't, you've missed out on some amazing conversations. But the last time we were talking about we get into a state where we don't really know who we are. And I can put it this way. When Eliza said to me one day, "Who are you?" Oh, let's go straight to it, Eliza. You said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm a writer." And you said,
"No, you're not. That's what you do."
"I'm a speaker."
"No, you're not. That's what you do."
I'm an adult raising a family.
Have you always been that?
No.
Then how does it define you? And how many other adults raising a family are there in the world? So how does that define who you are?
So how do I know who I am?
Great question. And one of the hardest questions for most people to answer. And the reason, let's firstly go back to why we need to know who we are. So one of the things that people really struggle with is the opinions of others. And the reason we worry about the opinions of others is because we're brought up pointing the finger and blaming and all that sort of thing. But beyond that, when we understand that we want to fit in, okay, every kid wants to fit in at school, and most kids feel they don't fit in. Whether they're popular or not, they always have this underlying fear of not fitting in. Why do we feel we don't fit in? Well, usually it's because we feel different. And then as we grow up, we do everything we can to not be different. We worry about what people are going to say because it's going to make me look different to everyone else. Now, if we can understand who we are at the core level, and we understand it from a space of not what you do for a living, not who you are around, I am a mother. Well, that doesn't define who you are because there's lots of mothers in the world. And it doesn't tell me who you are. It tells me what you do every day. Yeah. If I define myself by what I do, how much money I earn, I drive a Ferrari. Well, that's awesome. So do a lot of other people. I know some really nice people who drive Commodores. It doesn't tell me who you are. It tells me what you drive. The problem we often have with who am I is that we're so fearful of who we are at our core that we don't want to go there because it takes away all our labels. It takes away what we know about ourselves.
Does that apply to somebody who really, really has amazing qualities, but they don't want to expose them because they'll be too different?
Absolutely. What if you had a skill to heal people instantaneously? And you were holding that back from the world because you didn't want people talking about it in a negative sense.
That goes back to the time of witchcraft, doesn't it? You had a fear of actually exposing your skill.
Exactly. It goes back, and we can talk about past lives. That's a whole other interview. But getting back to who I am, if we understand at a core level we are energy, but that energy is part of a whole. So if we think about energy being the universe, universal energy, that is big, that is massive. And I am one part of that. That's awesome. And it's great to know that we are part of that energy. But what makes us unique? So what is it about you that's different to me? What is it about your energy that's different to me? What makes you unique?
I still don't know the answer to that.
And loads of people don't. And it's very simple, and we talk about things like soul all the time. We talk about my friend has a very dark soul or a sad soul, or they're a very unhappy soul. But if we think about soul as a unique version of energy that is you, and that energy is who you are at its very core, and this will push people's belief systems because, like myself, I didn't believe in all that sort of stuff. But when we talk about soul, we talk about it every day. It's a common part of our language, and we all know it's there, but we haven't really thought about that it is who we are. And you don't have a soul, you are your soul. That is who you are. That makes you unique. It makes you completely individual and yet part of a whole.
Wow. That is so comforting to step out of being an object to being something of real value. And why would we be fearful of that? Mostly because we don't even know that that's a potential. So have a think about that, and while you're doing it, I'll have to thank you for watching another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series.